That guy up there, he's brewing beer. He's doing the Lord's work. Welcome back, everybody. Part 4 of my Tuesday morning bike ride for fun, and actually I wanted to. Feels good. Feels okay. I'll live. Just checking to make sure my tires are okay. They seem fine. Bit dirty. Haven't cleaned the bike in a while. Probably should, but it feels fine. Daijou bu. Ow. My vest has come undone, but I think we'll be fine. Once again, we are in Carmel, Indiana. Just kind of biking around. We're leaving Flick's Brewhouse right now. Good place. Now, if you have a Flick's Brewhouse in your area, if it's any good, it's, I think, at least the Indianapolis one, the Carmel one, it's a good theater experience. All right, I called this city center in the last video. It's actually Carmel Drive. Oops. So this time we're actually gonna stay on the road. We'll be talking about the road. We're gonna come up to a road up here pretty soon that has been put on a road diet. But honestly, this road could use a road diet. Traffic is not that bad. There's really no need for 2 lanes each way. That's actually just a bit too much. I wouldn't mind hopping up on the sidewalk, but most of these entrances are not very bike friendly. In fact, we're gonna turn right here. So I'm pretty certain this goes around. All right, that's actually much calmer and easier rather than going all the way to the roundabout. So this is Executive Drive, leaving Carmel Drive. Someone just turned to join me. So the thing about Carmel is so part of the revitalization of Carmel isn't just luxury housing and people working in Indianapolis but living here, you know, the traditional bedroom community. The other part is there are a lot of jobs here, and about 12,000 or so come from Marion County to work in here. Something like 30 or 40,000 people come from Hamilton County to work in Indianapolis. So it's a bit lopsided, but there are jobs here. Unfortunately, as you can tell, these are all kind of, you know, the salons where they're really independent contractors, lots of fast food, lots of restaurants, lots of retail like grocery stores. So the wages are not very high. But because of that work environment, a lot of these jobs are 9 to 5. You come here early in the morning, it's dead. You come after 6, dead. We are now on Rangeline Road. This is the kind of sort of protected bike lane. Now, if you're in like an actual major city like New York, there are protected bike lanes like this. Sometimes they'll have planters, sometimes they'll have the bollards, the things that stick out of the ground. And then like in a dense urban area like New York City, lots of the businesses, you know, there's no private lots or whatever. There's not people turning off the road to go somewhere, you know. But here, all these properties were already here when they redid this. So you can't really make a completely protected bike area. You have to give some space for the existing businesses, which I kind of think, you know, it's a half-assed attempt. And we Hoosiers, we're really good at half-assing things. Here's where I was hit, right here. Actually, yeah, right here. Fun, good times. But yeah, you know, I like it. I'm glad it's done, but you know, the built-in, you can make Carmel look fake, European, old, all you want, but that doesn't mean the built environment of Carmel is going to become pedestrian friendly. This is like, you know, you have zones that are kind of okay, but they're often surrounded by parking lots and parking garages and street parking. Not that all those are bad, you know, in a city you need parking for better force, and in an American city you need it. But just because you hide the parking with underground garages or you hide the garages behind buildings, it doesn't make it, you know, a super walkable area. You've got small zones, and that's why to say Indianapolis proper doesn't have the same problem. You've got, oh, thank you. You've got, you know, a few neighborhoods, Broadable, downtown, a lot of the near downtown neighborhoods like Talbot Street, Bates Hendricks, Fountain Square. You've got a lot of areas that are kind of like that. Do I want to go further? Yeah, let's just hop back onto the mountain. I don't know. Really indecisive right now. Yeah, let's... Can I get to the Monon from here? I think I can. All right, so we're somewhere. So to our left is the Palladium, the heavily subsidized performing arts venue in Carmel. I do have to say, the one time I have been to the Palladium for a concert, I went to see Weird Al there about a year ago, and I was, despite how big that place looks, the actual performance venue is surprisingly small and intimate. I felt like, I mean, I didn't have great seats. When I go to concerts, I don't go to a lot of them as much as I used to, so it's kind of like I purchased like the medium tier seats. But I felt like the view was great, the acoustics were really good. I felt like even people in the higher up seats probably had good views too. And I suspect a lot of that venue is actually taken up for, you know, meeting rooms and, you know, your conventions and crap like that. Or, you know, your VIP areas. But it's a great venue. If you find an artist that's performing at the Palladium in Carmel, Indiana, you should seriously consider the tickets. It's a great venue. I'm not going to say it's reasonably priced, but to an extent, venues often don't have a lot of control over what the cost an artist brings with them. So we are kind of approaching Carmel's main street. I was talking about the kind of the artificial development, and it's still being built up. You know, we're surrounded by offices and higher end apartment rentals and condos and stuff like that, townhomes. Lots of parking garages, less parking lots, And the garages are kind of good-ish looking. It's kind of supposed to give off the industrial vibe that this area once had, because it was filled with like auto mechanics and stuff like that. And this part of the Monon is eventually going to have a bike area, I think over there, and then a pedestrian on foot area. Similar to the cultural trail in downtown Indianapolis, but the problem with the trail, with the cultural trail, is the pedestrian and bike areas are really, really close together, and nobody really follows through. You know, there'll be cyclists in the pedestrian area and pedestrians in the cycling area, and they're really close together. So like that, there's this buffer zone here. Holy crap. Hopefully that will help. So yeah, these have been here for a while. This is Anthony's Chop House. The review, it's a steakhouse, technically. The reviews are pretty average, I guess. But we are going to pull through here, just past Main Street in Carmel, go through this mixed-use development, and have they turned the fountain on? And they have not. Beautiful day. The fountain is still off. I swear I was here in the winter at some point and the fountain was still on. It's definitely spring. Anyway, we're gonna cut off part 4 right here. We're gonna quickly check the time to see how much more time I have to screw around and whatnot. So we'll pick this up in part 5.